Right here. There you are. You can stand up. Thank you to you. And to working with the committee and to providing so much good technology for us. We appreciate all of that. And I also want to thank the presenters, all the presenters who are in the room, stand up. Those who presented, come on, recognize yourself. A big thank you for submitting your abstracts, for coming before your colleagues to present information and to be sharers of that information. And then thank you to all participants who have participated in this conference. Give yourself a big hand of applause also for your commitment to IMC and to the conference.
Last thing I want to say
I'm going to pass the torch now on to Narit, who is going to do some thank yous and share with you the exciting information about IMC19. Narit.
So we were expecting probably not to make template happen.
No, it's quite a.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to take this opportunity and thank Mr. Marek Kalbacek, who hosted this conference and took all the bills that we sent him. He's our granddaddy of this conference, and thank you so much. I know that you have gone through a lot of issues and troubles in putting this all together, and I'm sure you will need some way to recover. So being an olive grower and producer of olive oil, I'm going to hand you a bottle of olive oil so you can recover. Okay, for you. Oh, we have the connection. Are we connected? Are we connected?
Yeah.
No, we have received an invitation by our colleagues in India, from a very large organization in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Ahmedabad is the main city of the state of Gujarat, and they invite us to hold IMC in 19 at the year 2026, November 26, 2026.
There has to be
Your information is as good as mine is.
Okay, go ahead.
No, because the recovery was very fast.
Yeah, so,
Bushan, please,
so
we
as I
hear
said,
you.
part of the reason is that now I'm not saying that it's all just Plutus coming in, but part of the reason
Hello,
is
India.
there was a
Hello.
demand
Greetings
created
from
because
Poland.
one investor decided to
I guess they
invest.
don't hear us.
And it was a good amount. It seems
it's good.
Hello,
Almost,
India.
what was you saying, 2-3%.
Greetings from
It's a
Poland.
Plutus technology, Plutus wealth management. I think wealth wala hoga.
Wealth.
Once more. Hello, India.
It's based in
Greetings
near
from
Gurdwara.
Poland.
Correct. Just શું થાય કે interesting
Mr. Punani.
presentation હતો તો ભરત ને કઈ
Hello, Mr. Punani.
Oh
It's
yeah.
Poland.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Punani.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, India. Greetings from Poland.
Yes, you all are coming to India in 2026.
Yes.
We
are
invite
waiting
you.
for you to. Yes, we are waiting for you to say something.
Yes, sir. It's our great pleasure. My colleague Nandi Raval is there. She's going to share our strength, how we're going to manage this conference. Nandi, could you share? Hello.
Yes, we are here.
Okay. Basically, we are one of the largest disability development NGOs in the country. We are promoting services for each and every disability, including people with visual impairment. We have been
she has no mic, so she cannot.
Okay. In fact, we are one of the largest NGOs in the country, and it will be our great pleasure to host all of you in this great country. As you know, there are a lot of places of tourist interest, including Taj Mahal. Now, Kashmir has become very beautiful and approachable. We have Statue of Unity in Gujarat. We have also a number of other attractions, including the Gir Forest, which is land sanctuary. It will be our great pleasure to have you with us in this growing city where there are all the facilities. And my team, which has mobility instructors and we work for all disabilities, including visual impairment, will be all very happy to have you with us. So it's going to be a great time. And we'll see that we are one of the best conferences with a lot of special educators, parents, people with visual impairment, and expert in the mobility field attending that. And there are a couple of new devices, including Torchit, which is a new device which is laser based. Then there's a new purse which can identify the currency. And I'm sure by 2026, there'll be many, many more devices which shall be developed by that time. It'll be a good demonstration. And I'm very happy that this is the first time India shall be hosting an international conference on mobility, and that too in the land of Shri Narendra Modi and Mahatma Gandhi. And we are a very privileged state that where we had number of leaders who have contributed quite a lot. And this state is doing extremely well in the field of disability development. So I invite all of you to come to India last week of November 2026, be our guest, and we ensure that you'll have one of the best conferences you ever had. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bhushan, for the presentation and the invitation to India. We wish you good luck. And now, Mr. Marek Kalbarczyk will give us a speech. And he promised a short one.
No. I did not promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, our guests, I did not promise that I will tell very shortly because I know if I can. Because when I speak Polish, I speak very, very long. But fortunately, my English is too bad to speak a long time. So I try to tell only most important information. So thank you for your presence. Thank you for your being in Poland, in Warsaw, with us, with our Foundation Chance for the Blind. When we have the name Chance for the Blind, we think not only about blind in Poland, but about blind in the whole world. Because as you remember, as you know, as you are convinced that everyone who is blind has the same situation, independent on in which country he lives. So we think about blindness as a big problem. My situation is maybe the best when I am president of foundation and owner of a firm Altix company, IT company. So I have good situation. My friends, my assistants, my co-workers, you know, but other people, blind people, don't have similar situation. Many blind people don't have money, don't have help, don't have possibilities to learn in this style which they want. I know that we have a better situation than earlier. Today in Poland, for example, we have possibility to study and to learn in another style as in my time. when I was studying at the Warsaw University, I did not have books at all. I had at this time, 50 years ago, 0 books in Braille, 0. On my specialist as a programmer, as a mathematician, 0 books. Now we have better situation, but it does not mean that situation is the same as sighted people. Unfortunately not. So I appreciate your presence here because I know that you try to develop this area. You try to help us in USA, Australia, England, Germans, Sweden, France, and so on, Greece, Spain. I thank you that you are with us today in these days. So appreciate your presence, and I appreciate your work for us as all blind people in the world. And would like to ask you to continue this work and help us. And I will wait for make this development. So when we meet, maybe in 5 years, maybe in India, in 2026, I try to see if our situation is better than, for example, today. Thank you, our co-workers as Margaret. We're great, very bravo for Margaret. Thank you, Stan Pietrak, and Adam Kubiak, the great bravo for them. I would like to show you the main director of Foundation Change for the Blind, Anna Koperska, who is with me, and meritorically the most important person in our foundation. So our conference and the level of it, quality of it is thanks to her. Yes. I would like to thank Eileen and Nurit, our friends, that thanks to them, we could prepare this conference. And I think that without them, we cannot prepare what you see now, today, yesterday, and so on. Thank you for your presence in the palace, King Palace. And I hope that every elements of this event meeting are beautiful for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Marek. Dear guests, we hope that during IMC18, you learned a lot, exchanged experiences, and met wonderful people. It was a pleasure to host you and a huge challenge to prepare the conference. Please forget the things that went wrong, especially my mistakes. What came to my mind is that perhaps you didn't have enough time to discuss the matters, to share your thoughts, conclusions. So I think we can do it now, if you agree. What I thought about is yesterday's trip to Laski. I'm curious if in your countries, the methods of teaching, of educating the children are the same. What are the differences? Can we start from this topic? Who would like to say something? Perhaps someone from America. No. Sweden? Come on, don't be shy. Germany. Okay, please.
I'm sorry, I'm not Germany.
Oh, that's okay.
Can I go? Yes, I'm from the Netherlands.
Welcome.
We were at the kindergarten in Lasky, and I work with young children also. So it was very fun for me to see. There were not a lot of different methods. We do things the same, but we made some pictures for new ideas. What we did see was that there is a lot of, how do you say, people make a lot of things in their free time, in their spare time. So I made pictures of things you can make yourself, but also thinking, when can I do that? How, hoe zeg je dat? How dedicated am I to my job and the kids I teach at work time? And then there's free time. Can I make this in my free time? So that's what I saw yesterday. Very dedicated people that make very beautiful things with very cheap things sometimes that I think, oh, I can make it also. This is stuff I throw away at home, but see how I can use it.
It's nice to hear that you have an inspiration from Poland. Anyone else would like to share?
I wasn't yesterday on the trip, but I was there a couple of times in recent years. And I was not only surprised, I was amazed to see the standard of services, the widespread areas, the living in the woods and in gardens, and so aesthetic, and the spacious rooms and the professionalism working with the children. This was my impression. I have seen many schools for the blind around the world, and I think this is one of the most interesting to see for me in comparison to the others that I have seen. So I think also we have met two people that we have met in person, Mr. Kalbacek and Milena. Both are graduates of this school, and their education brought them to a very high point of achievement and of independence, and actually I don't see any difference between them and any other person in this room. So congratulations on this wonderful, wonderful school. And there were two excellent mobility instructors at this school. The lady Malina, what's her name? The lady who passed away 2 years ago. The mobility instructor that was trained by Mr. Sterko. Yadvina, and her husband, both were teachers of orientation mobility at the school. And I've noticed that children at the school, they walk very freely using the cane in the best way that one can think of. So congratulations to the Ministry of Education and to the School of the Blind in Lasky. Thank you.
Thank you, Nurit. It's so nice to hear. Anybody else? Hey, I'm coming.
Shall I go there now while you're doing that? It's Guide Dogs UK. I think we don't have as many special schools in the UK anymore because children often go to the mainstream. But just echoing what was said over there, really, that not only the young people in the high school, not only just using their cane, but their general skills of navigating, some echolocating, some just it was really striking actually to see the quality and the consistency of O&M sort of for some of those young people was amazing. But we don't, and I guess the thing I noticed was the boys and girls are segregated or separated rather. So we don't, that's not something that we do in the UK. But I suppose the special schools we do have probably a similar structure and like kind of separating of ages and additional needs and things, but it was really, for me again, it was really striking around the O&M department and the resources they had and the time and commitment that they could give. But I guess the ratio was quite high as well because they've got 11 instructors for 200 pupils, so that was we've taken a lot of photographs, and we're going to hopefully replicate some of the things they're doing and learn from that. So thank you.
I am from Sweden, Leif, and in Sweden they have turned down much of those fine special schools. They have one special school for blind people left, and for impaired people left. But that nature and that caretaking, which I had the honor of this visit yesterday, was something complete astonishing. I am so thankful and so much appreciated all those people with so much heart working there in Lasky. And it's a pity that we in Sweden don't work in that way. But there are many people in Sweden which feel the same and want to do the same. That I will say. It's a matter of money, and they say, those politicians. And I think that we must think of people much more. And you do things here in Poland, which we must learn of that. Thank you so much. And I'm so grateful that I met those people with so much heart. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we are really proud of Poland. Thank you for these warm words.
Can I just add to that as well? So I just want to echo everything else that's already been said. It's Pete here. I'm Guide Dogs UK. We have a school. I'm based in Northern Ireland, and we have a school in Northern Ireland specific with vision impairment. And I've worked in and out of there with young people over a number of years. Also been to school in Birmingham and stuff. And the principles are pretty much the same on how they work with the young people and stuff. But actually, yesterday, just the ethos of the school and the way things are done, the collaboration, the fact that the children can access OT and physio in the school and stuff, which a lot of our young people don't get the opportunity to do unless they've got some additional need. It was just amazing just to see how the young people moved around the school with confidence. Most of them weren't using canes. We almost had to take some double takes sometimes just watching that. We watched one young person reading a Braille book while she was walking around the school and stuff. It was just absolutely phenomenal. And we don't get everything right. And I think we can always improve things that we have, but there was certainly a lot of things there yesterday that I was just like, it was so good to see. And there are plenty of stuff that we can take home and think about, and maybe talk with policymakers and stuff to see about maybe how we can improve on some of the things that we do.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the host committee, I would like to say thank you. Oh, one more. Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christina. We are from Ukraine. We have a delegation here, so we will share a little bit our experience. We're so inspired after this trip to Lasky, because we have also delegation that work with blind people in Ukraine and also have a school in Lviv. So it was very deeply inspired, and we also work with blind children's yes, and we want to thank you all organizers that opportunity to come here and see this experience, because it's very important for us, because we have a full-scale invasion, so we need to know more. Thank you very much for all organizers.
You're welcome, Christina. Thank you for the discussion, for warm words. On behalf of the host committee, I would like to say thank you to the members of the executive committee and the scientific committee for their constant help, support, and patience.
I don't know if I can speak English, what I want to say. Thank you for everybody, but I would like to invite you to our foundation. Our foundation is a big organization, the biggest in Poland in this area. We have 60 workers in the whole of our country in 16 regions, because maybe you know that in Poland we are 16 regions. Warsaw, Krakow, and Szczecin, Wrocław, and so on. 16. And my dear, our foundation is in very beautiful period. We have a good situation, maybe not enough money, but we have maybe 200 volunteers in our country who would like day by day help blind people in their regions. So 1 year ago, we gave a very big gift from government for official institute, and we have first house for foundation, where we at this moment we try to organize our main office in center of Warsaw, maybe 3 kilometers away from this place. We have very good contacts with government and many institutions, universities, schools. I would like to tell you that in Poland, we have not only Laski School, but in Krakow, Bydgoszcz, Poznań, Wrocław, Silesia, and so on. Eight special places for blind people. And we have a very strong process of integration education, which is, in my opinion, making in bad style, because, when we have special place as Laski, we have good education level, but in the integration, we don't have it. So we must work on it, on the subject, and my foundation, try to organize their better solutions for them. So thank you all. Thank you for your being in Warsaw with us. And I think that you will want to contact with us and send to us your experience. We want to go to your country. I promise Greece, Spain, and other countries that your representatives to go to you, by me, or maybe by Mrs. Director Koperska and other people, to go to you, visit you, and have information about what you help blind people in your country. Thank you.
Many thanks to our partners and sponsors, especially the City of Warsaw. Many thanks for all the people and organizations involved in preparing the conference, who worked very hard to make it happen. Now, just like in Andrea Bocelli's song, it's time to say goodbye. We wish you all the best and cordially invite you to visit Poland in the future. Don't forget about the lunch. I heard you are starving, so we will start the lunch earlier at 2 o'clock. And I've got one more message for those who are going to the trip, Warsaw trip tomorrow.
So the trip around Warsaw that we have planned for tomorrow starts at 8:30 a.m. from the in front of the royal castle under the column of King Zygmunt III at 10 a.m. Thank you. And for those of you who need the codes for the ceremony are 5215 and 0890. Yes, 5215 0890. Thank you very much.
No, you're not going to sing.
I'm not gonna sing.
Some